use this theme for this. Since more investigation, go with the more investigative style theme than usually the Persona music.
Oh, Persona.
There we go. Alright. Well, I guess we'll just pick it up with, it's kind of like, recapping what's been going on and what's gone on since, well, the start of this session. Which is, pretty much has been this investigation. So I've been working for this goblin by the name of Lugs, and he's picking up on the case that his mentor kind of vanished on. Hartman, our resident Harrison Ford.
Yep.
But yeah, with his disappearance, Homeboy's been picking up the work, and you guys have basically been helping him out. And you pretty much went to the first of the 3 locations he scoped out, or he wanted to scope out with you guys. And well, there was a bit that kind of picked up, quite a bit actually. One of them was the fact that the meetup of this investor who vanished actually coincided with the arrival of Lady Yuki and her entourage, and also kind of attested to the fact that this club is also owned by Yuki Wonderworks, one of the local big Yakuza groups that are, part of the criminal organizations that are running this city. Also, the original owner of the place is not around. And there was only one small lead that he had actually left the day of that meetup with Lady Yuki. And pretty much followed after her, more or less. But yeah, other than that, what else happened? Well, the undead showed up.
That's some undead.
Yeah, that was fun.
In the back alleys, you found the remains of the investor and his bodyguard. As
just a minor occurrence.
Just a minor occurrence, no big deal. This happens all the time in Broznov. It does not. The dead do not rise in Broznov. Not commonly.
Yeah, I assume that was the first time thing for Taylor.
First time for a lot of folks. I mean, the undead isn't, it's not a strange thing, but it's strange-ish enough as far as D&D goes, but in terms of, Broznov, it's, fairly strange. Oh, did I promote here? Ah, my links. Anyways, trying to recall everything. What else happened that I'm probably forgetting?
We talked to a bunch of people at the club.
Yeah, which ultimately gave us the information that I described at the beginning. We wanted to know what exactly had happened to the investor and also the quote-unquote actual owner.
Yeah, the investor went in and never came out.
Yep. And
we got an idea what happened to him.
Yeah. But the owner did leave, so he's, at the very least we know the owner is not undead in the back somewhere, we just missed him.
Nope, he's not anywhere in the trash pile that Akira went digging through.
TBD on if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It's a thing.
Because I'm not certain that it's for the best for it.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
And then we went home. So we ate a nap. He says I needed to sleep off her hangover.
I also did manage to find a really good noodle shop not far from the house.
Gonna be our regular spot.
Probably. Might as well use it.
Until we lose all our money, because the bowls are 2 gold per bowl, so...
True, these are some like high quality meals with a high quality price.
I mean, even with that, I would be impressed if it's that bankrupt.
Is that a challenge?
No, it's not a challenge.
Go broke, invest in the ramen shop by buying all of their stock.
The only person who gets to be broke is Akira.
Oh.
Yeah, because I am investing in us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks. Wait, does that mean you get our bodies when we die?
I mean, you will not go to waste for sure.
It's a consider it a long-term investment.
You're not farming us, please.
Remember, I'm a cleric. I can take care of it. Don't eat them. Give me a minute.
Oh my god.
Whoever can get there first, Akira or Core with 3 diamonds.
You need to get yourself a spray bottle.
Oh, I don't even need a spray bottle. I can just flash you.
But yeah, with that, you had some downtime, to which Lug said that he would look into some other things regarding the next parts of the case, and then said that he would meet up with you guys at the what was it, the Sylvan Tongue?
Yeah, the Sylvan Tongue Companion Club.
Yep. So, you've a moment for yourselves to get ready and go. I realized we were down a player for a session. Was there anything you wanted to do in that time? Caesar?
Not particularly, no. I believe so. Just move along.
Alright.
The last thing you remember is being at the club, and then you wake up snug in your bed. Cup of water next to you.
And a not so welcoming smell of trash can.
Oh.
Oh.
What happened? Was a dumpster diving Tuesday again?
No. The shower's free if you want it, though. I already scrubbed Kira down.
Why do I smell like trash?
Well, because Akira was carrying you and she smelled like trash, so...
Oh, that's lovely. You know what? Yeah, I'm used to shower.
There's a bowl of ramen for you when you get done.
A bowl of what?
Ramen?
Oh, okay.
Food?
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah,
I suppose.
Corey's just like putting around his garden, like watching Seiza walk around the apartment. He's just like, have fun in there.
Right into the wall.
Bathroom's the other way.
Right.
Well, after you clean up and...
Is she blind when she wakes up from a hangover?
She probably doesn't want to open her eyes too bright.
Fair enough, so effectively blind.
Yeah. Exactly.
It is still Broznov night, by the way, even though you've rested.
It's still too bright.
But there are lights.
There's like there's just like a light bulb.
This city is never dark.
It rarely is.
Mm. Yeah.
Or we'll just get ready to go, I guess. I'm not really sure what else to do.
Well,
because we said we were gonna meet back up in like 12 hours, I think. So basically enough time for us to eat and then take a long rest. So don't have too much time to just hang around.
Well, after your R&R and
really
feast and cleaning up, you gather and compose yourselves and you make your way down. And as expected, in Silver Street, you head on, and there's a rather brightly lit part of the sub-district, and you see a variety of less of a veritable of craftsmen and mercenaries for hire or barkers who are otherwise like promoting all sorts of skilled individuals. You come across a particular part of the road where suddenly the skilled individuals that are being advertised are less of those of technical skills and more of those of entertainment. And as such, the promoters themselves kind of appear in the same fashion as you see on the sides of the road. There are finely dressed men and women who are rather than shouting, they either kind of approach and they greet almost in a either in a rather more gentle manner, or they give a very come hither look to passersby. And eventually, as you pass along, you come across the building, a rather large box-like building that is about 2 stories tall, with a large sign that has almost appears to look like the sparkling dust of a phase traveling trail, and behind like the glittering diamonds that are some of which are replaced with luminescent lights sparkle the Sylvan Tongue Companions Club.
Appropriate.
Well, I think we've arrived.
Is Lugs around?
Lugs is actually not around.
Oh dear. Are we early? Are we late?
You're just about on time.
I guess we could wait.
Just go sit on the curb.
Coral will just sort of stand there and look around. You know, I don't think I've really ever been to this part of the Hanging Gardens before. Pretty nice.
You into this sort of scenery?
Home. Not really, no. Can't say I am.
That's what I expected.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to offend if that's how you perceived it.
No, I just hate to disappoint.
It's not really disappointing.
Mm.
It's not unsurprising though.
I suppose I'm just the down-to-earth type.
Who would have guessed?
Down to Earth, like a planet.
Ooh, maybe one day.
What was that supposed to mean?
I mean, haven't you ever thought about being a plant before? That might be fun.
No.
Nope. Nah.
Plants only drink water.
Maybe it's just a Melora thing. I don't know. There was a woman at the temple back home who did become a tree. She was a druid though, not a cleric.
Oh, to live life as a tree.
It was nice. Her apples were awful though, just the worst. Don't tell her I said that.
I can't tell. Are you
ate off of her?
She was a tree! You know, what we're supposed to do.
And you looked at me weird for my choice of meat.
It was just a normal apple. Well, it was a crab apple and it tasted pretty awful. Again, sorry. I don't think she can hear me, but suddenly I'm afraid that she can.
Yes, she is watching over you 24/7 for any kind of slip up just like that.
Oh my god.
The trees can hear everything from anywhere.
Mother Melora,
it's a good thing we're not in trees.
Somewhere out there, there's a tree out there listening, and it merely utters the response, "That motherfucker."
The tree's gonna curse you.
Oh, no. I'm gonna have to make a pilgrimage to apologize. That's so far away. Hope you guys are ready to take a long walk.
Taylor, Akira, is there anything you guys do?
Not really.
Nah, I'm just sitting here.
I guess.
I might do something eventually, but for the moment, I'm just gonna be assuming that we're here early.
Let's kind of hang out, maybe see if Lugs will turn up.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna give Lugs like 15-20 minutes.
Yep.
And then after that, I'm going inside.
Yeah, a fair amount of time does pass, but with the exception of maybe a few of the promoters who come to try and nudge you over to their establishments every now and then. There doesn't seem to be any sign of Lugs or any real change.
Well, I certainly hope he didn't get himself into trouble.
Maybe he went on a hold? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I hope he didn't get seduced in one of these other places. That'd be really awkward.
Oh my goodness. I think we
that'd be
might
the worst.
find a little bit too much about our new friend, Mr. Lugs.
Point of
Yeah, he gets
advice,
distracted easily.
Wait it out. Maybe he went on ahead?
Yeah, maybe.
Hope so.
I'm just worried because he said he was gonna try to poke around that other place, the fancy one. Maybe he got himself into trouble.
Ah, the Silvered Spire.
Well, we're here now. Don't really know what we're exactly looking for.
Strange things? But I mean, everything here is a little strange to me, so that's not particularly helpful.
Well, missing people. Or people getting abducted.
Yeah, that would be bad. So shall we
Beyond
just
that,
go
not
in
sure.
and hope he'll catch up? Or maybe he's already in there and he's been waiting this whole time and we're gonna look like the fools.
I hope he's in there, otherwise... Well, who even knows? Maybe things get complicated, maybe they don't.
We always seem to take these kind of jobs, huh?
Slowly counts off 3 fingers.
I mean, we're starting to get into, no longer a coincidence kind of territory.
That's fair. Maybe 1 out of the 3 jobs would be 3?
Yeah, this is actually your
Not too
third
bad.
job.
Yeah, 3.
Your first job was
Brain dump for a second.
I know some of these sessions have been like more than one like session, but like, you know, more than one stream essentially, but they've you guys have been technically, this is the third session. Just multi-part.
Yeah.
Well, shall we go? How do I look? Do I look alright? Should we go in?
Sure.
Yeah.
Should I leave my jacket on? Should I take it off?
Ah,
How does this work?
do whatever
Sure.
feels fun.
I'm sure someone outside would be willing to take it off for you.
Oh goodness. Oh, I paid good money for this coat. I don't want them to take it.
Keep your eyes ahead, little bird.
We'll let it wander. It's up to you. I don't know what kind of place we're really getting into.
Mhm.
Alright. I'll keep my hand on my coin purse at least. Oh, I'll put that in my jacket. He puts it in his jacket.
It's a good thing to do that regardless.
I left most of my money at home anyways. Oh, did you guys lock the door?
Yeah.
Our door had a lock.
Oh boy.
Yes, it's locked. I-
Okay, I'm
If
gonna
I'm not the
admit
last
it.
one out, I double check. Even if I am the last one out, I still double check.
I'm delaying a little bit because I'm nervous. We should just go in.
You guys head on
Oh
in.
crap! I left the stove on. No.
Oh no!
We don't have a stove, but I think I left it
What?
on.
I sigh and start heading inside.
No.
I'm guessing the rest of you follow suit then.
Yes,
Pretty much.
very nervously.
Mhm.
Very well. As you pass through the the gilded door, you go down a hallway, rather short hallway, at which the other end you are greeted by a drow man who speaks in a rather bassy, gravelly tone, and he says, "Welcome to the Sylvan Tongue. Is this for a party reservation?" This is a rather like tall and like finely dressed drow man with a kind of like a long, well-kept hair, and he gives you a soft smile and is very much kind of like a small bow as you guys enter.
Lord, I love drow. Woo.
Huh.
I should probably.
With you, there's one in the party.
Ooh,
Oh.
maybe.
I wonder what that is.
Yeah, gee, I wonder who it is.
That's insane.
Did we actually need
Our
to have
drow's
an
better
answer?
than this drow.
Did we actually need to have an answer to that?
Well, he does greet. It's like, is this a reservation or simply walking in?
Oh, no
Okay.
reservation.
Yeah.
I see. Excellent. And this will be for the 4 of you then?
Unless there's any sort of disagreement. Looking at them.
Cord definitely looks like
Good
he
split.
would like to wait outside, but he'll just nod.
The 4 of us.
Very well. We have a party deal going on at the moment. If you'd like, we could have 2 of our hosts accompany you for a mere 50 gold for the day.
Sure.
I don't see an issue with
And
That sounds good.
Sounds good.
that. Sounds good.
Yeah, sure, why not?
he smiles and then he begins to
Pay for that,
open
by the way.
open the tab. Oh. So pay on that. All right. He opens the tab, so he'll preface that payment will come at the end of the session.
Okay.
In any case, he then hands you what appears to be almost kind of like a menu, but is more like a roster.
Mm-hmm.
And inside you have it's the various hosts and hostesses that that they have available.
Do you actually have a list, or?
Yes, I do.
Oh my god.
Oh
Chris.
I mean,
I generated it.
If you do it,
I generated very quickly. It's I very quickly generated several. Of course, these are all rather charismatic individuals. These aren't any. They are of course just here to entertain. They're not.
Yeah.
You
They're
get it.
hosts.
They're hosts.
These are hosts.
Yeah.
These are hosts.
These aren't escorts. These are hosts.
No. Oh, if we can choose, might as well.
But
I know. Despite what he said, though, I will just be subtracting as I go if I need to. So I don't forget.
All right. Well, among the list, including the Drow Man himself, who goes by the name Castian, by the way. You have, let's see. So there's also another Drow, a woman by the name of Yathani. A half-elf, who he goes by the name of Leomedy. Another half-elf, a half-elf woman, Tarunia. You've got a tiefling who he specifically goes by the quotation his other name, Passion. An Asimir by the name of an Asimir woman who goes by the name of Milo. And then there are a few Kitsune who are also part of the roster as well. Yep. A man by the name of Tomio. Then you have Hiromi, Naomi, and Hitomi. And then lastly on the roster is a rather chiseled-looking man, just a human man by the name of Elio.
Can I get a list in the chat?
Yeah, I'll post it.
Because I lost track of those names after like the third one.
No
I was trying
worries.
so hard.
I'm kind of all over the place with the list. Let me just grab that. So
I forgot the names of the people I mentioned in my backstory, so I'm like running through them just in case.
Oh, you're like,
Okay.
do I know any of these people?
And then of course the host himself is Castian.
In the gentleman's club, I would like to know.
Don't
Well,
worry about
when
it.
you come, but you know, yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
God.
Core's backstory is he secretly used to be a host? You don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe it's Akira's too,
You
dude.
don't know us.
Oh my god.
We don't know you.
We're all just like, wait a minute. We all
Okay, I can't even
we all
lie about
used to work at the same club.
Oh
I
my
can't
god,
even
it's
lie
just like
about
that everyone's from the same orphanage, now it's everyone's from the same host club.
Oh my god.
This is weird. This is weird.
Wait, I'm gonna make that my persona backstory. We're all from the same host club.
Oh my god.
We all work at the same maid cafe. What?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah, Core will look at this and just be mortified. Well, whatever
Please
you guys
pick.
are interested in.
Akira sort of shrugs. She doesn't care.
I don't think it matters as long as the folk is interesting. That night is young.
Oh, I see.
Castian, the drow, also kind of pipes up and he says, if you're having any troubles, I can also make a recommendation for you as well.
Oh, well, how about this? Who's been working here the longest?
The longest. well, I would probably have to say it would either be Tomio or, well, actually Elio. Despite him being the only human on the roster, he's actually been around for a while.
Well, he might be the most knowledgeable about the club then. Any other preferences?
Are you asking
Nope.
Castian or?
No, I'm asking the others.
Oh,
Core's like, please, I need,
To
please help me.
be honest,
Don't leave this to me.
Nayla doesn't really care. As a player, I like Milo.
Oh my god, me too. I know.
Oh,
As a
so-
player, I was like, oh my.
Milo and Elio then?
Are you kidding?
Oh my god.
We need to find a good reason for the characters though.
It's the only Asimir, so
That's true. That's true.
It'd just be
I
a
mean,
whim.
to be fair, I have never met an Azamar before. I'm a
That's
little
fair.
curious. I heard they're gifted by the gods.
they're the gods. No, I'm kidding.
There's gods.
The cleric in the
Oh
party.
my god. What cleric? You mean the druid?
The druid.
What's a druid? No.
What?
Oh man,
Oh, God.
nobody knows that anyone is. But yeah.
Except Akira.
Milo.
Please tell me, dear God,
Yeah,
you
that-
know what Akira is.
Yeah,
You're a
Akira,
cleric.
she's a fighter.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Close enough.
Very
Yeah, close
obviously a paladin.
Oh, Paladin, Oathbreaker? Like,
I mean,
I'm more
sure
like
there's some
Bonebreaker,
god
bro.
Somewhere.
yeah?
So
Yeah.
I suppose then this Mr. Elio and Miss Milo would be good.
Very well. Then allow me to take you to your booth and call them then. And with that, Castian, of course, his little podium has like to the side like a little rope that he unhooks and beckons you inside. And with that, actually, I knew I was forgetting one theme. Oop, darn it. Go with this one, I think.
Oh my god!
There
here
we
go.
go.
Baby's first host club. Let's go.
Baby's first host club.
Baby's first host club.
It's
Last
okay,
night
it's
was-
my first host club too. Akira has no idea what this is.
What's
Last week was baby's first club night, and now we're doing baby's first host club.
I need to jump up.
As you are brought in, it's the area you're kind of sitting around is more of an open area, unlike the the previous back booth place that you guys were at in the club. This is more like it's like the booths are like directed so that the conversations are kept inward, but it's all open air. So there's no curtains, no nothing. It's all like out in the open, and it's a fairly lively place at the moment. And you see a number of people just going in and are being entertained by their hosts and hostesses. And there's also there are servers going around and kind of fetching after whatever requests that are being made by the customers or even by the hosts themselves. And they're just all over the place. It's I wouldn't say it's lively, but it's definitely not empty. And you are sat down in a rather large area with where there's like the tables are like these small square tables, but there's like two of them that are being kind of pushed in together. And with that, Castian has you guys take a seat, and then he says, "Your complimentary drinks will be on their way." And with that, he leaves you be for the time being, as he calls for your companions.
Can I? Corey is quite flustered, but he will try to stay on task. Can I look around and see if I can spot slugs?
Make a perception.
I will be doing the same.
Stay on task, Core. Come on.
That's my perception.
Now I have C4.
You in here, lugs? Oh,
18.
double what I got.
Oh no.
Well, I'm a cleric, so I can give myself guidance all
Well.
the damn time.
You are not able to catch anything, Taylor. However, Core,
Can't see with these boosts. It's like, damn it.
you
They're too tall.
you take a moment to stand up, and you see further down about it's kind of almost like a mini terrace with like 3 tiers, and you guys are on like the upper tier. About 2 tiers down, there's a small little group of people. The way the place is sort of split up is the area is terraced out, and the large booths are at the top, and then the smaller booths are the next tier down, and then the smallest booths are at the bottom. At the very bottom, you happen to see there are three hosts that are entertaining someone, and from amongst the crowd, you spot the very distinct cap that Lugs is carrying, or he keeps just poking out from atop the booth.
There, I'll point.
It's
Oh
up
my-
on the chair so I can look. He's got 3?
He's got 3.
How expensive is that
Oh,
gonna
man.
be? He's a big spender.
Yeah, he's he gonna be paying a lot.
I mean, I know this is for business, so do you think we should interrupt or?
Not yet.
Maybe keep an eye out. Can't be sure what sort of situation is happening down there.
I'll do my best. It's a little hard to keep track. There's a lot going on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try to keep an eye on Lugs, but I think it's gonna be a little tricky.
Well,
Oh,
it not much of a doesn't take much time as both of your companions show up, and in each of their hands they have rather expensive looking bottles of alcohol. Some fine fine wine in one hand, and fine wine, like white wines in each hand.
oh shit! I think I found two of my 2 new best friends.
Yep. And each of them, of course, carrying enough glasses for all of you and themselves. And they both kind of, in an attempt to sort of like, really, really be show impressive, they're like, "Hey, welcome!" And eagerly join you in the booth. And as such, as per the description, Elio is, well, as is, chiseled. This guy is like tone muscle, and it's despite the fact that he's got like, just like all the other male hosts, a nice sort of suit, it does poorly to hide the muscles.
Put away your titties.
He's
Going away.
this man is armed.
Oh my god.
Akira can relate to this.
Oh no.
As for Milio, this is a
Amazing.
rather pale, a rather pale woman who's you know, she's got like a very like a bluish white tone to her look, and these bright yellow gemstone like eyes, and she's wearing this like white dress that kind of like peels away towards the bottom and has this like sort of cutaway, and she's able to sort of kind of really elegantly just drift through you know, through the crowd with it. And then she's got this like, I wouldn't say curl, like, yeah, I'd say it's like a curled hair, but it's like I don't want to say like frizzed, but it's just like, it's like a lot of curls to it. But she's got this dark curled hair that goes down to her shoulder.
God, she sounds hot. Too bad I'm not interested. Oh, Core, you let me down.
Yelling at your own character.
I know that pain all too well, Mortarin.
Yeah,
But
Core
yeah.
will just he's not like, not to be mean, but he'll sort of like greet them, trying to keep an eye on bugs, but also being like, oh, there's drinks, I should pour drinks. He's gonna start pouring drinks, even though probably technically the host job, he doesn't know that. He's just gonna start pouring drinks.
Yep.
Immediately handing one to Seiza, like, wine, right? Here you go.
And
which of the two is closest to me?
ooh. It depends on where how you guys are arranged. It'd be like left to right. Not really.
I would not be in the middle.
Well,
I would be in the middle, probably.
so Kira, you'd probably be one of the two in the middle. Who's the other one getting stuck in the middle then?
Who wants to be stuck in the middle with Kira?
I'll be there. Why not?
Alrighty.
Buddies.
So the hosts are sitting on the outsides of your booth because obviously they're just on the outsides.
Yeah.
But
Well, now we have to figure out the seating arrangements. We have to know.
so
For science reasons.
Very
we'll
important.
do left to right. Elio will be on the leftmost side, which means Milo will be on the rightmost side. So Nasamir is going to be on the right side. And then I'll just roll off. If it's high,
Just make it
it'll be
arbitrary.
yeah. Actually, you'll be next to Elio then. Taylor. That means Core will be next to Mila.
Oh, so it's Elio, Taylor. Who's next to Taylor? Akira?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Akira, then Seiza,
Seiza.
then Core, then Milo.
Milo.
Oh yeah, so it
Okay,
makes sense.
Core.
Core immediately pours Seiza a glass of wine and hands it over to her eagerly, like a little puppy. Here you go.
Milo is gently puts a hand on your glass and it's just no need to act like you're working here there, dear. Here, I'll take this for you. And with that, she, you know, despite the fact that this is kind of like a big bottle, like we're bordering on the comedically large size. Like,
my apologies. Normally I pour the drinks.
and
I'm going to, yeah, what I was kind of for, but also not really. I was just going to be leaning to whoever's next, which is the guy in this case then.
yep, it'll be Elio.
Just kind of, it's not exactly whispering, but I'm talking quietly. It's his first time in a place like this. He is very much a fish out of water.
Are you guys
Oh,
newcomers? Elio
Oh, he is
asks.
at least.
Ah.
I think at least two.
Well, Milo will give a rather soft giggle, and she'll say, there's nothing to worry about then. Well, just relax and let your troubles slip while we, get you comfy. and she kind of gives like a small wink as she, despite again this very large glass, with very much with ease, almost as if it was weightless, just picks it up and like really skillfully pours it, and then sets it back down, and hands you the glass before proceeding to, you know, the rest of you till there's a glass in hand.
Yeah. Kira just looks at her glass, looks at Caesar's glass, and just continues to top off Caesar's glass.
I know, that's what Core's doing too. The minute that Caesar finishes her glass, his glass is in her hand.
They just alternate.
Oh no, it's happening again.
Recovered from drinking, just to go back to do more drinking.
I guess the best cure for a hangover is getting drunk.
Yeah.
Exactly, you can't get a hangover if you're always drunk.
Exactly. Just keep maintaining the drunk.
Don't know about that thought process.
It's foolproof.
Yeah, Core's definitely way more interested, well, in his companions, but let's be honest, in Seiza than the very large woman sitting next to him.
And Akira just does not look like she wants to be here. But it's okay! Because it's not her scene! But she's here for a reason, so she's
Yep.
staying.
Good on you, Akira. Thanks for not causing a scene.
God.
At least not yet.
Yeah.
Well, Elio.
I may be dying, but, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say I may be dying, but I assure you Seiza's having a blast.
Oh yeah. She's like, oh my god, all these drinks for me?
Oh my god.
For me?
I'm home again. 2 times. Oh, yeah.
This is the best job in Seiza's eyes.
Well, with that, Elio kind of pipes up and he asks, "So, what's the occasion for? What's the party? What are we celebrating?"
Oh,
And he asks to you guys.
what are we celebrating, actually? Are
We need to celebrate anything?
Seiza made it into the shower this morning. It only
We
took
all
her,
got out of bed. Yeah.
It only took her 2 tries.
Honestly, any little success and we find a reason to party the night away, so.
Oh, that's true.
You guys go with
Setting
that?
a real low bar if that's what we're celebrating.
Exactly. Look at us. Do we have standards? No. It's just party.
Elio with
Attire does. Not a bunch of hobos walking in here.
in any case, is that what you go with?
Kind
as
of
your...
are. We don't look like
Yeah.
it.
The shirt.
Our reason to celebrate is the little things in life, I suppose.
We got out of bed. Success.
No, some days that is success.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, mood.
We got up and we're like, hey, today is not fucked. Let's go party.
Elio wholeheartedly agrees with that, and he says like, "Hey, it's not every day you can get up and enjoy life. It's like here's to making it to another one, especially out in this crazy city. Am I right?"
We all raise our glasses and then hand them to Steve.
What?
Except Tila. Tila, you can drink.
Yeah.
Don't take this wine away from me.
Actually, wait, am I next to Tila? I am next to Tila,
You are,
right?
You
yeah,
are.
you
Yeah.
are.
Okay, sweet. So if Core gives Caesar her drink, Kira can.
Yeah, I'm not the only one
Perfect.
getting blasted today. I erased it.
Oh my goodness.
At least take one person with me.
And of course, it's the dwarf.
So,
She doesn't let herself go that often, right? But this is a nice
Especially
alcohol. She's gonna
Don't
fucking
worry,
enjoy
guys.
it.
I
Oh
got
yeah,
spell
this
slots
is.
for lesser restoration.
By the way, Taylor and Seiza, this is the good stuff. Like, you take one drink, I'm like, oh, this is the top shelf stuff, man. This is not the swill you'll get, like, every other place.
Oh lord. They're gonna be charging. They're gonna tell us, oh yeah, it's complimentary. The first one drink was complimentary. We're paying for these bottles.
Only one of those 2 bottles were free. The other one was half off.
Oh lord.
oh no. Get out all our gold. Down
Well,
the drain.
unfortunately, I have no gold, so good luck, guys.
No gold and isn't drinking. Dang.
Don't worry, the tab's on me. Hopefully I don't come to regret that.
Well, if you say so.
Your total comes out to 555 gold.
Oh well, we can afford that. It's gonna hurt, but we can afford that.
Yeah.
Core will try to get back on task. Can I make another perception check to make sure I can still see Lugs?
Sure. Try and catch sight of Lugs' booth.
Yeah.
I'll say since you kind of you know where his booth is, you can get advantage.
I want to be steering the conversation into rumors. Just
Yeah.
want to gossip. Gossip about anything.
Alrighty.
Well, let me
Notable
roll my
and
D4
exciting.
So I can get that as high as possible. That's natural 20. Good, 28.
28. Nice.
Yeah, I got a 3 on the guidance.
Well, with all that, you can definitely confirm that, yep, Lugs is still there. His hat's still up at the top of the booth. But, you're able to kind of get a better look, despite the fact that you're kind of trying not to make it too obvious that you're not really paying attention to, the, SMR that's, next to you. But, despite that, you catch sight of Lugs himself, and the scene that you kind of really catch is one that seems very much like, oh, poor bastard. But
Is he getting bullied?
To really more illustrate the scene, Lugs is sitting in this booth, shoulder to shoulder. On one side, he has this incredibly beautiful kitsune woman, and on the other side is one of the half-elves, while just kind of like opposite of him from the other side is the other half-elf, who they're all more or less either sharing a laugh together or talking with him. And Lugs himself, while it seems like he's trying his best, is very much just hiding his face behind his notebook.
He is getting bullied.
He's
Yeah.
he's suffering. He's like,
Oh,
I can't
no.
handle this.
Poor guy.
Oh my god.
Core will just sort of send him like an understanding nod, like, oh, I know how you feel.
There's
I
There's,
understand.
the level of charisma in that booth is a little too high for him. There's also like 3 of those
Yeah.
bottles at the booth also.
Oh,
Oh, good
no.
lord. Rip that man's wallet as well, Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah, Season notices that Core's like looking out towards whatever is over there, because I'm assuming she doesn't see him. Have you shared?
I pointed out before the host arrived that
Oh, okay.
over there. But you would notice because probably I assume the way we're sitting, Core would be basically looking in your direction to look over there.
Okay. Okay, then never mind. I was gonna like suggest maybe we can drag him over.
I don't know.
Well,
Now that we know the situation a little better.
Well,
Or will
that's...
do as he says, which he'll keep an eye on him, and if it looks like he really needs bailing out, he'll say something.
Okay.
Well, while that's going on, uh, Taylor, you said you wanted to chat with, Elio. Or either of the hosts, right?
Leo and Milo.
Probably both of them, because Cora's definitely not paying attention to her. Sorry.
That's fine. But yeah.
Well, what do you ask? Or what do you tell him?
Oh, well, since we are here for an actual thing. I said I want to be steering the conversation into rumors and such. So something more or less along the lines of well, actually probably just that. Have either of you two heard of anything interesting happen around here?
Ooh, interesting.
Any gossip or rumors you can give me?
Oh, well, let's see. Roll a persuasion. Let's see what these goofs will know.
You're too far away.
What do we got?
10.
10? Well. Milo
Not
will,
a great roll.
Milo will kind of pipe up and she'll mention, like, oh, I heard that, there's, there's been, some really, some rich guys coming around here. Looks like we're picking up business and, getting real popular. You yourself are actually at one of the best, one of the best companion clubs in the city.
The environment certainly shows that. It's quite nice in here.
But yeah, that's about as much as you get with that conversation. To continue, what I will be doing is, you guys will have to be taking more drinks to continue on the party.
Oh no. So we got this is
Nope.
pay to win! This is pay to win!
Yeah.
Unfortunately for you, Akira is not gonna budge on that.
Well,
That's fair.
So-
Oh, come on. Hand it over.
Yep.
and then make a make a con check actually, and then the others will also make the con
Oh.
checks.
Oh.
Me,
This
who's
is
good
gonna
at con
be
checks,
awkward.
not drinking.
With this,
Bring that down.
what it'll do is just kind of be.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I
It's not a
can
good
say the
start.
guidance.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm
Don't need
fine.
it. I can't reach Tail, that's the problem. I can help myself and I can help you. I can't help Tail at work here.
Okay, I'm not drink. She's not drinking anyway, so.
I know Cora's not drinking either. So.
Alright, so, Taylor, since you failed, you just have one mark against you, but, as those build up, you will get, you'll get certain things that'll happen for the conversation. Luckily for you, however, Seiza, since you passed, you will have a +1 to your next, check. If you, contribute to the conversation. So, next check for persuasion.
Okay.
That being said, Elio himself definitely is kind of like, he also kind of struggles after you guys down the first bottle.
Need to keep up with Seiza.
Aw, that's cute. Getting a little red face there, my friend.
Yeah, it's can't help myself sometime, you know? The atmosphere gets to me that I sometimes cut a little too loose. But don't you worry, I won't get a little too crazy for you. Unless, of course, you guys ask. And he kind of gives a little wink with that.
That's not... It's baby's first time.
Huh? Cora's like, are you talking to me?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, cheers! I'll hand the drink over.
Also, class hands it off.
But yeah.
Cheers. Feeds it to me.
Now it'll be the host's turn, and they will now be asking you guys something because, well, this is for you guys.
Conversation.
So they'll be like, so what do you guys do? Must be real big shots if you're coming into here.
Oh goodness, no, I'm just a farmer.
A farmer, you
Technically. Maybe technically. I wouldn't say big shots, but make enough to come here.
Up and comers. We get them all like that all the time.
Oh, right there.
Oh, so, what kind of people come here most often, would you say?
Well, business folk, small-time politicians, district politicians, those sorts of folk. People sometimes who just make it big for a moment, sometimes don't really have anything to really use it on. They'll come this way and get a little charitable, you know?
Those are the fun folk, I presume.
Yep. Fun indeed. You guys seem like fun folk too, though.
Oh, yeah, we're party animals, isn't that right, Sans?
You should see this guy at a club. Insane.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty insane to see this guy at a club.
That's fair.
Completely sane.
Yeah, I mean, we were just at one last night. It was pretty wild.
Wow. Club one night and this club to another. You guys really are party animals.
Yeah, we're just exploring our options, I suppose.
I see. Doing a little cruising around around Broznov after dark, eh?
Oh yeah. Well, during the day we gotta hit the grindstone.
I hear ya. It's gotta have your fun sometime.
Well, the night is long, so.
And Milo will, of course, she gives like a small little pout, and she's like, I'm so jealous you guys get to enjoy the nights, but I'm happy that you guys came to us for a good time.
Oh, this isn't a very fun job. Seems kind of fun.
Oh, I'm having the absolute most fun of my time, but I wouldn't mind a little pampering myself, you know.
Oh.
Get
Yeah,
in,
that
I'm kidding.
sounds nice. Cora's like, yeah, that sounds nice.
It's like, yeah, that's great. It's like, okay.
Okay.
Oh, you wanted it from me? Sorry, no.
No.
Well, can you tell me about the history of this club? It's pretty interesting. How long has it been open?
Is that gonna be the question you guys pose?
Who runs this joint? Who pays your paychecks?
Make a persuasion check.
Alright. I'm gonna lean over and pretend to whisper something into Save's ear, but I'm actually casting guidance on myself. Persuasion
What
check.
are you saying? Oh, spell component, right?
Okay, that's an okay. Now add the D4. Okay,
Could be a
18.
18. Well, with that, Mila will respond, and she says, that's, that'll be Lady Emmy, actually. Well, everyone calls her Mama Emmy, since, well, she's kind of the mother of the place, in a way.
Oh, Miss Emmy. What a lovely name.
And she's quite the lovely woman.
I'm sure she looks out for all of you.
Elliot will pipe up, and he was like, yeah, she sure does. She's probably one of the best bosses I've ever worked for. Honestly, you've come to the best place if you're thinking about who runs the joint. Most clubs don't tend to have really people that are too interested outside of how much they make, you know.
Well, there are a
Yeah,
couple
well-
of people like that. What's that? Hey, friend, go ahead.
No. I was just agreeing with you.
Well, how about we
Oh, I'd love to meet this Mother Emmy. She sounds delightful. Does she do the rounds ever? Just visit them?
she doesn't come around too much, not for customers unless it's a special occasion, but you know how it is with owning a business. A lot of work and paperwork you gotta take care of.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
she'll
true,
come by
that's true.
sometime.
Well, maybe we'll get lucky.
I'd say you're
Does
pretty
she-
lucky so far to have such such good companions. Not just
Oh yeah.
me
Or
and
we'll look at
Elio.
Seiza. Oh yeah, you're right. He's a little smitten, my boy.
And with that, Elio will mention, like, how about we kick this party up a little then, and then break out the next bottle.
Good luck, guys.
Is it my
Oh, no.
birthday again? Oh.
Your birthday again, and Taylor's birthday too, because
What?
she gets another glass. Yay!
If you guys are gonna be drinking for two, you're gonna have to make 2 checks.
Oh, good lord.
Oh god.
Double them
Akira,
checks.
I think we might have to bite the bullet here, and we may have to imbue some alcohol. Alright, if this goes poorly, Core will take the next one.
That does not go poor.
No, Seiza's good.
The second one yet. though.
Seiza's getting better.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry, Hila, but it's still an absolute no for Akira. So,
Taylor's not a heavy drinker, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This is appropriate.
I guess the roles reflect
like-
the characters.
Yeah, they do. Like, I know, like, dwarf tropes, but she doesn't actually drink a whole lot.
That's fine.
And this is one of those kinds of drinks where it's like, ooh.
Oh.
She's just
Like,
taking
it's-
advantage of
When
the
it
situation.
builds up quick.
Oh, wow.
Gonna regret this, but worth it.
This night might end shorter than expected.
I mean, that means it was a good night, right?
Yeah, yeah. You
Time
can
to pass
remember
out
it, but
again.
yeah.
Right. Wait. So who drank again? Was it just Taylor and Seiza?
it's just the two. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You guys
So
both
I'm
drank
starting
twice.
to feel like Core may
Yep.
need to intervene on Taylor's behalf.
Well,
It's a nat 19 and 20.
all right. Well, Seiza, you're still cruising. And then Taylor,
Really did not do well.
you're down 3 marks. So you're going to have a -2. For all of your checks at the moment. With in regards to,
Yes.
well, at least for the social situation.
That's great.
Dash great.
Yeah, that drink do be hitting. Seiza, you're still cruising, and your next check will have advantage.
Oh, spicy.
Yep.
I guess I should pipe up, huh?
Probably.
Yeah, you are rocking the buff, so.
That's true. Okay, my friend, we've been talking about all boring stuff. Come on. Bring out the fun things. Any interesting folk around here recently? Any spicy things happen?
Roll persuasion with that advantage.
Okay.
It's guidance.
Yeah,
No,
with guide.
wait.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I can. I'm sitting right next to Seiza.
Sorry, I was expecting it, so I was like, wait, no?
Yeah,
Okay.
with guidance. Yeah, with guidance. Yeah.
Guidance.
I don't. D4. Basically, just sort of brush your wrist as I'm handing you your next drink.
Sorry, it was a persuasion, right?
Yep, persuasion.
Okay. Just gonna do this.
Hey! Well, that'll definitely catch some something out of them, and they'll both basically kind of just say, "Well, we don't usually like to talk about what goes on with some of the other hosts and hostesses, but heard we had someone big come in the other day. That was a on shift though, but we had a gal come in with a bunch of her friends. Big party group, kind of like yours."
Oh, calm down.
Oh.
4 people is a big party group?
Yep, it was I would say it's about 6 of you. It took about four hosts to keep them happy, from what I was told. But all of them are off shift.
Oh, someone big and important, like in the city?
Yep. And
Wow.
with that, Elio will pipe up and he'll say, "Ah, yeah, you talking about her, right?"
Wait, this is such a weird coincidence. Because you know the club we went to last night? Did you know that Lady Yuki was there the other day?
Ah, this must be Broznov's lucky night if Lady Yuki's stalking the town, because she was here not too long ago.
No way! Wait, does that mean... Wow, it's like we're following in her footsteps.
Yep. So, we could almost brag about that if it wasn't for the fact that it might get us in a little bit in trouble. But hey, we can count our blessings.
So, when was that? What, a few days ago?
Yeah, a couple days ago.
I'm trying to build a timeline in my head. Like, did Lady Yuki come here before or after the other club?
In relative context, this would be after.
Okay, so she came here after. So we really are following.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. So did she brought her what? Her crew with her?
Yep.
Her their
Entourage
beautiful.
of entourage actually. It was quite a sight really, from what I've been told.
Oh, and so none of those hosts are on duty today, huh?
Milo pipes up and she says, "I think Hiromi was up there." Yeah, the others were out. They're out. I think Hiromi's, she was there.
Oh! Cor will point down to the kitsune at Lugs' table. You mean her?
They look down and they're like, "Ah, that's Hiromi. Ah, lucky gal. She's working the VIP, I see."
Ooh, that's a VIP, huh? Wow.
Well, that's the VIP lounge.
Oh.
Only the highest quality customers go down there. Well, unless it's a big party.
What'd you do?
What happened?
Not to say you guys aren't as important, but some people, they want to go with a little extra mileage, so they we have a special place for them.
We understand completely. You know, money gets you everywhere in this city. That's not a insult to us.
Don't catch me complaining. I got drinks and company. That's all I need.
That's the spirit.
Speaking of, I can see them coming.
Oh.
No?
More drinks.
Yep.
We gotta go talk to that lady, but Lugs.
Do I pull him over at this moment?
I mean, he's far away. How are we gonna pull him over?
Physically walk up, right?
I think we
He's
have
off
to-
in the VIP area, so you know.
They're not physical barriers. We should be fine. Even if they were physical barriers, we should still be fine.
Are we on a terrace? So
Yeah.
like...
You guys are on like the
I'm a
highest
monk.
tier of the
Never
terrace,
fall,
and
no.
then at the lowest is the VIP.
Oh, good lord. I actually don't have the thing that makes me fall slower. Never
Yeah,
mind.
we're only level 4. Don't get so excited.
What's the worst that could happen? 2d6 damage? Let's go.
Oh my god.
As your doctor, I cannot condone this action.
No.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I'd love to talk to her about that night. I'm a bit of a fan of Lady Yuki, you see.
Oh, I'm sure Hiromi's got a story or two to tell you then. But, unfortunately, if she wasn't so busy down there with whoever that big spender is, that, well, we'd probably be able to call her over.
Yeah, true. Too bad we can't just, like, join their party, huh?
Yeah, we're not allowed to do that sort of stuff, especially for the VIP's sake. No, it's VIP after all.
Core just pouts.
How about the other way around? Can we get our friend up here? I know it's not half the experience, but let you know a little secret. We actually probably know the guy. We can't really be sure from this distance, but it looks like our friend.
You know him. I'll roll persuasion.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know him. Core's gonna lean over. It's gonna look awkward. Core's doing that thing where like you lean over someone to look, so he's like, "Well, sorry, you're getting Core's titties on your head." He's gonna lean over.
Excuse
and
me?
put his hand on your shoulder, trying to get a look at Lugs, and then I'm gonna cast guidance.
That is one way to cast guidance.
Oh my goodness.
Ever wanted some
for
titty
still
guidance?
17. Sorry?
Kitty guidance.
Titty
Titty
guidance.
guidance.
Jesus.
Yeah, because they're breasty.
Yeah, 'cause we're breasty.
Breasties. Oh my god.
It's the titty episode.
What does that mean?
Don't worry.
Worrying, but okay.
Well, make a persuasion
17.
check. 17?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they don't quite believe you, but they don't say they don't believe you either. They're kind of like well, I don't know. Policy says we shouldn't be bugging the other customers, but if you know them...
Oh. Just bring up her names, I'm sure.
Alright.
You'll pipe right up.
Wanna go check then?
I'm gonna look over to everyone.
At least to confirm.
Sure.
It looks like him.
Elio,
The more the merrier, right?
Elio signals over to one of the servers, who promptly walk over and kind of leans in. And he says, "Hey, can you go and check on our old pal down there? I think our friends are actually they know each other on this one. Anything you wanna send over to them? Anything you wanna tell them?"
A little awkward.
I'm trying to think of what something we could say that's not gonna be suspicious, but that Lugs would be like, "Oh yeah, right."
Yeah, I have an idea, but I'm.
Oh yeah, can you just tell him that we had a great rest and we're ready for the party to continue. If he could bring his friends up here, that would be amazing.
With that, the server nods, and you see him walk down the side steps of the terrace, and sort of you see him kind of like sort of interrupt the clamor of the host and hostesses kind of enjoying themselves with Lugs, and eventually he kind of leans in and mentions something, and after a moment you see Lugs sort of poke his head from the top of the seat that he's sitting in, and just you can from like the nose up you can get a look at his face, and then he sort of waves, and then you see him mention something over to the server, who then nods and walks back up. And the server then says, the VIP says that he welcomes you to join for his booth.
Oh.
Oh well, goodness. Mr. Elio, Miss Mila, I think you've been upgraded. Let's mosey.
All right then. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a little extra for that then. And with that, Elio kind of gestures another thing, and the server, of course, nods, and you see him sort of make his way to the kitchen area.
Good, Taylor's gonna be more on the struggle bus.
I'm gonna help Taylor go down the stairs.
I just carry Taylor like a
You know what? I don't know.
I don't think I'm that wasted.
I'm kidding.
You can walk, but
You're tipsy. You're not drunk. You're like you're just kind of like a little bit like, oh wow, you're feeling a little light. Like
Bring her downstairs like a toddler.
But
Holding
you're
her
definitely
hand.
mostly coherent.
Kidding.
Excuse you.
I'm kidding.
God damn.
Oh.
Not do that to Sage.
Listen, Kira just
Or
wants
not
to
say
hold
that,
your
Kayla.
hand. You should let her hold your hand.
But yeah, in any case,
Don't think Akira actually wants to hold my hand.
as
We'll make our way down.
the six of you make your way down, Elio, of course, is just like, make room for more, he says as he
There's a lot of people down here.
yeah, it's a freaking
There's
party
a lot
down
of
here.
people.
There's the six of you, plus Lugs, plus the three other hosts. Like 10 people
we're
in this
the
tiny
big
little VIP area.
Or in
And,
a
Need,
moment
like-
of in a moment of clarity, will lean over to Milo though and go, "Hey, do me a favor though." Give her a little like a cute pleading face, as cute as he can make himself look. Can you keep our tabs separate from Mr. VIP over there?
And with that, of course, she's just like, don't worry about it. You're on our tab.
Thank you.
You may actually go bankrupt.
That's 100,000 gold to sit down here.
Oh lord.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
What?
It's not 100,000 gold to sit down in the VIP area. Nobody will
hope
pay for
not.
that.
Hope you
That's
guys
a
are ready to
whole
become,
residential area.
Hosts at this host club, because that's the only way we're gonna be able to afford this tab is working for the next 20 years.
Boy
How
howdy,
are
isn't
you
it
there,
convenient you
bestie?
get paid a lot for these jobs?
Yeah.
Oh shit, hire me. Leaves the party.
No. Of course, spends all his money on Seiza. Come back to us, please.
Well, in any case, you are of course brought down, and some of the cushions are kind of moved around, and the tables are of course rearranged by some of the servers to make room, and the other companions sort of greet you as you head on down and sit down with you, and they're like, "Oh, so you're buddies with our special guy here, ain't ya?"
We are.
Could say that, yeah.
Ah, talk about a small world.
That's honestly surprised it took you that long to notice us.
Hmm. He was just having a bit of fun with with us down here. It's no harm in him forgetting forgetting you guys. I mean, I'm sure he didn't mean it, right? And you see, of course, Lugs is backed into his far as he can into the cushion with his face still buried behind his little notebook.
Yeah, I mean,
And he's
I
just
thought
like,
we were gonna...
yeah, I got a little caught up, haha.
Yeah,
Very,
I thought
very
we were gonna,
nervously.
I thought we were gonna come in together. We waited outside for you, actually.
Well, you know, I actually got there quite early, and afterwards I just figured I wouldn't have hold on one second.
He just couldn't wait.
Was this really like a oops, my hand slipped and I spent $1,000?
Oh no.
I hate when that happens.
Sorry about that. I had someone
No
like,
worries.
walk right into my room and just start talking at me. I'm like, okay. But anyways, right, where was I? Lugs. He was like, yeah, well, you know, I got there early, and well, it's I didn't want to wait too long, and I figured I could maybe like go in and get started, and then you guys would come in, and well, I didn't realize you know, things would kind of go this way and that way, and you know, he's getting a little while he's trying to talk, he's pretty frazzled at the moment. And
Oh wow, buddy, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
yeah, Hiromi is kind of like pats him, and he's like, poor guy's a little nervous. But
Well, here, why
Really
don't we
wants
let
to
him
be bent.
take him a bit of a breather? You know, give him some space.
and
Why
well, with that the half elf, one of the half elves, they kind of like, oh, alrighty, and they start to kind of they go.
So, Miss Hiromi, I have to admit, when we came down here, I was a little excited because, you know, our new friends here, they told us that you were here when Lady Yuki was here. Is that true?
Ooh, who's the tattletale?
I'll never tell.
Well, I can at the very least tell you that yeah, I did happen to be one of the lucky gals to work with Lady Yuki's entourage.
Oh, was that
it fun?
fun? Yeah.
It was an absolute dream, but at the same time, well, kind of terrifying, really.
Oh, great expectations and all that, or?
Well, yeah, it's not every day you get to you have to be out and about with well, some of the most notorious and well, famous people in Broznov, really. I was so nervous, really.
It is not a light name to come through those doors, that's for sure.
Oh no.
And, was she here mostly for pleasure, or was there a little business going down?
I wouldn't say business. No one ever comes here for business. Not with us, anyways. Well, I mean, I suppose sometimes the customers like to bring their potential business making in here. Not really the best ideas. Lady Yuki herself isn't one of those kinds of folks, though. I think she wanted more to just be out and about in the scene, as she does.
You know, she was actually at a club we were at just the other night, and I was talking to the bouncers, and they were complaining about how wherever Lady Yuki goes, there's like these weird, kind of serious-looking dudes, you know, like hangers-on, right? There was nothing like that here, right?
Hangers-on.
You know, like weird businessmen looking for opportunities, that sort of thing. Investors who follow her around and try to track the trends.
Roll persuasion.
I will. Persuasion. Bad, but guidance is a thing.
Guidance is a thing.
It's still not very good though. It's a 9.
Oof. Yeah. With that, she says, "Well, whenever there's any clientele that get a little too problematic, we tend to politely tell them to go. So I don't think there was anyone looking around to break deals, I think."
Well, that's fair. It's good to hear that this is a upstanding establishment. You don't let the riffraff in.
When I run things, I run a tight shift. I run a tight ship. So when a girl like Lady Yuki comes through those doors, well, you just know damn well I'll be sure to give her the give her the time of her life. Just like with you guys. Or I suppose with our dear friend VIP here. She says as she once again pats Lugs' head, and he's just like cowers behind a notebook.
Damn, I kind of want to read what he wrote in that notebook.
It's just 2 pages of help me.
He doesn't even have to write that down. He's looking at you guys like peeking out and being like, "Please help."
Man, you should have waited for us. This is on you.
Yep. I mean, if anything, I could be almost like a body block, like a little physical barrier between them and Lug.
Well, give me the play-by-play of Lady Yuki's visit then. I'm gonna be honest, I'm quite intrigued. Such exciting things don't really happen to me in my day-to-day life. Gotta live, vicariously through others, you know.
Roll persuasion.
Alright, Core, come on, buddy. Okay, that's a better roll, and guidance is a thing. Okay, that's 12 plus 4, 16.
Much better. With that, she says, "Ooh, I'm rather interested in the lady herself. I can't blame you for that." And, actually, Milo pipes up and says something. And, mentions, you remind me of, actually, one of the other guys who came in here, that night. After Lady Yuki was around, though. Asking all the same kinds of questions, too.
Oh? A fellow fan.
Yep. Tried my best to try and keep him on the up and up, but, considering that Lady Yuki was gone by the time I clocked in, I could only say so much. Needless to say, he wasn't too happy after, I wasn't able to quite, tell him everything. But, I suppose, Hiram here could mention more. And,
oh, well, I'm sure you did your best, really. How rude of that gentleman.
Well, you know, some people come for some things, and, well, we can only provide so much. Can't exactly hand them over to Lady Yuki like that.
Of
course not.
I'm sure he wasn't even her type, you know, like, what, was he like ruggedly handsome or something? What, was he like ruggedly handsome or something?
Just thinks. Nah.
Nah. Probably,
Nah.
yeah, just an average guy, I'm sure.
Just a dude.
Just some schmo. Just another one of her fanboys. No offense.
Just like Core.
No offense to you
Quote, unquote.
yourself. He was a little more on the obsessive side. You seem to at least have a bit of a, well, respectfulness about you.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of Lady Yuki, but to be honest, what I'm really a fan of is interesting stories, you know? Lady Yuki just happens to have a lot of interesting stories. Like my friend Seiza here.
True.
Can't deny that.
And Elio kind of mentions like, oh yeah, apparently you guys are real party animals. And Hiromi kind of like perks up and she says, oh, well, I'll have to hear more about that. But let me at the very least indulge you with what I can tell you about the meeting with Lady Yuki. I suppose since you guys are in it for some interesting stories.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, Castian called me in for it, and he himself said I was going to be main host, which is to say the lead. You know, kind of pokes to the both Elio and Milo, and Elio kind of mentions like, "Yep, that's me for you guys." And
wow, congratulations! Cora has no idea how to react to that, so she's like, congratulations!
it just means that
Congratulations!
It just means that you know, that I'm the host that the other hosts listen to, and for the time.
You're the boss.
Kind of. Sometimes it's Milo, sometimes it's me. Depends on who's who and who we're helping.
Oh, so you're a switch.
Definitely can be, but sometimes these muscles can just be a little bit too much for folks.
Core does not know what that means.
Akira just looks at Core and just
innocent
goes,
boy.
Yep. But with that, Hiromi, of course, takes the situation as well. She once again kind of talks about what happens, and she says, so anyways, I was lead, and well, there was 3 gals, me, and 2 of the others, and well, one of the guys, he was a temp that was trying out from one of the other places, but it went fairly well for the most part. Lady Yuki is well, like I said, quite an interesting lady, but honestly, if you've seen the pictures, she's pretty good at keeping that look. Out of character, she can really pull off basically the Vogue look very easily. And
Yeah, that checks out.
she always seems to kind of be able to maintain that sort of face and pose. But get a few drinks in her, and suddenly she breaks that sort of very gentle composure she draws for herself, and really cuts loose. It's quite a riot, actually.
Oh wow, I'd love to see that someday. Fascinating.
Well, I probably shouldn't be talking too ill of the good lady, but
oh
yeah,
no, I don't think that's respectfully, I don't think that's talking ill of her. I mean, it's great to hear that she's able to you know, loosen up a little bit. I think that's healthy for everyone.
I think so too.
Akira just looks pointedly at you. The person that can absolutely do that.
Some fans like to kind of they only really see the girl in the pictures, honestly, and they never quite realize that pretty face does more than look beautiful in front of whatever she poses in front of or behind.
Oh, I'm sure she has a lot of depth. You know, we all have our outlets. Look at Akira. Don't look at me like that. I have my own outlets.
I'll say. Her entourage seemed pretty good too. Definitely a chatty bunch of gals. Except for the one guy though. He looked like a stiff. Honestly, he was the hardest to crack a smile with. But yeah, at the end of the night he seemed to at least enjoyed himself a little bit.
Oh? Some guy, huh?
Yeah,
a nice
well,
suit, I suppose, as you should, in Lady Yuki's presence.
I don't know what his deal was. Maybe it was a manager, maybe it was something else. There's always someone in her entourage, that's for sure. At the very least, in some cases. You know, famous people that like to bring their little flock of friends, and usually they'll kind of be the buffer, or at the very least, kind of the extra entertainment for them. I know some of the other gals in the in the industry will do this too, but well, this drow guy that came along with them didn't really quite do it too well.
Did they all leave together at the end, or did some of them stay for a little extra?
They all left together. Although the entourage, when things got really exciting, I suppose, entourage seemed to be up and about. You had to actually ask them to stay in their seats a couple times. They kept wanting to saunter around and well, try and bug some of the customers.
Howdy bunch.
Yeah, sometimes. They didn't do anything too damaging, thankfully. I think if anything, they probably thought they'd be running around with Lady Yuki's fame and just kind of seeing if they can get a few of our clientele starstruck. Honestly, not a bad idea if it weren't for the fact that it was well, against our policies.
Yeah, understandable.
We don't typically make let clientele bug other clientele, but we take some exceptions sometimes. Just kind of looks over at you guys.
We're good friends, and I'll put a reassuring hand on one's like, I got you, buddy.
And cast guidance, I'm kidding.
This poor guy is shaking like a leaf, by the way, as you like touch him. Like he is like absolutely like nervous.
I was gonna bully him. Now I feel bad.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Did we ever get a description of that drow club owner?
Not really.
Other than the fact that he's a drow.
It's just a drow dude.
And he left around the same time Lady Yuki left, didn't he?
Yeah, just about. From the first club.
Yeah, because he needed to talk to her, didn't he? That's what he told the guy, right? I need to talk to... I think that's what he said.
That's what he told, not Toshi, but one of the bodyguards. The bouncer.
Yeah, one of the bouncer, that he wouldn't be back right away because he had more business with Lady Yuki.
Apparently that business had him coming over to the Sylvan Tongue, if it's the same drow.
Yeah. Core's definitely suspecting that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a pretty fair suspicion.
Well, obviously I'm not interested in leaving right now, but out of curiosity, did you happen to hear where Lady Yuki was gonna go party next? Because, well, we've almost filled up our Lady Yuki bingo card for the week. Might as well, get the whole thing.
You were chasing down the lady all night? Oh, good luck.
Not on purpose. Accidentally, to be honest, but you know what they say about coincidences. Starts to look a little strange after a while.
Well, it might be looking a little strange, but can't say I'd know where the lady takes her parties.
Probably places we can't go. We're just, regular folk.
Maybe. I hear she likes to hang around with some of the regular folk. I mean, after all, she came down here, and we might be fairly renowned, but we get regular guys coming in here. You guys don't seem too extraordinary. No offense.
No, we're like I
Taken.
said, we're just regular folk. I'm literally just a farmer. I don't know what to tell you.
Well-paid farmer.
A very well-paid farmer.
Well, agriculture is very important. Oh, but I won't bore you with that.
Well, again, can't say I know too much past that. Once the party got a little crazy, well, it was kind of over. One of the gals in the entourage, she kind of, wouldn't say quite made a scene, but she kind of made a fuss of things, and eventually Lady Yuki had to had to take her leave thanks to her. I suppose she's not going to be coming to the next party Lady Yuki hosts if she goes and does another one of these nights.
Oh, what was the fuss about? I'm surprised in the presence of Lady Yuki that you would dare to make a problem.
Yeah, I'm sure she didn't mean by it, but she happened to be one of the people that were, well, running around, I suppose. She was getting in everyone's business, but not so much as aggressive way, but it almost felt like she was trying to do what we were doing, you know? Walk the walk, put on a pretty face, and just kind of do the thing that we do as companions, but almost in a rather competitive fashion. I think it's a bit childish, really. Your customers, you're not here to make a game of this. You're here to have a good time, you know?
Yeah, exactly, Core says as he's pouring Seiza a drink. Goodness. The gall. Really. Just rude.
People, right? Faces.
It wasn't too bad in the beginning when she was doing that sort of stuff at her table, but once she started getting around and started to try and do that with some of the other clientele, it got a little annoying.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
Seemed to kind of defeat the purpose of this sort of place.
Yeah.
Right? You pay for a good time for here, and just to enjoy yourselves and get served, not to serve other folk. Yeah, maybe it was probably on a dare.
Yeah, maybe. Or perhaps she just wanted to impress the Lady Yuki with her, I don't know, her prowess. Something silly like that.
Maybe.
Well, they could have picked a better place for that.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. All I know is that drow guy kept hanging around her like, well, almost like a lost dog. But that's about it.
Oh, specifically around that girl or around Lady Yuki?
The girl.
Interesting.
In any case, it almost worked out in the end. Ms. Emmy almost had to get involved as well. Thankfully, she didn't. Which is good. She'd be a ways away to come and help anyways.
I'm sorry to hear that soured your experience, but otherwise, it sounded like it was a great night. I hope you guys got a lot of tips.
We got played pretty nicely for that. But honestly, I'd do it for free, just for the company of Lady Yuki. Even with her annoying friend.
It's rather fair.
I have not had the honor, but I heard she is beautiful and fascinating.
She can be a bit demanding, but definitely good company when she cuts loose.
Or just looks at Seiza. Oh yeah, well, beautiful people often are.
Oh boy. And
oh, sorry. Pour you another drink.
Lugs will pipe up and he says, Miss Hiromi, well, actually, I wanted to ask something. And of course she kind of looks over and is like, oh, what is it? Miss Emmy, actually, is she around, actually? She's like, well, she might be in. I don't know if she's gonna be seeing any of the VIPs today, though. It's like, oh, well, Hartman is, well, a friend of hers. Do you think I could talk with her? Hartman's, Hartman's my mentor, actually. Oh, you one of Hartman's. Why didn't you say that from the start? Oh, goodness. Let me go talk to her. And, with that, she, steps out and excuses herself for a moment.
And stare at Lugs and then like lean into the corner. That was that easy?
Yeah, I'm just gonna lean. Yeah, I'm gonna nod as Seiza and lean into Lugs like, I think you probably should have started with that from the beginning.
I was trying to this whole time, but honestly, I was so nervous. Everyone's so pretty here.
How much gold do you have? Because can you afford this?
Look, Hartman is kind of he's good friends with Miss Emmy, so he usually gets a deal here. So everything should be all right. Honestly, I didn't even want to do the VIP. I just wanted to talk to Miss Emmy. It's it's kind of hard to say anything around these folk. They're just you come in there and they're just wow, and they're just it's hard to really concentrate or say things because they're just so pretty.
Oh, wait, is that really a problem people have?
I don't know. For me, it is.
Oh,
You just gotta look past the pretty.
that's true. Everyone's meat on the inside.
Just be
God damn it.
Just look at the ugly on the inside, and it'll have no problems, Slugs.
Yeah.
Just be cynical.
God damn.
I don't think Akira was talking about being cynical.
Oh. Well, I will.
I'm gonna be real. I think you two were on different pages.
Oh, me as well. I was talking about, like the inner lives of people and that sort of thing. You shouldn't be intimidated by these hosts because they have problems too,
Yeah, I know. I'm just not used to talking to these sorts of folks. Hartman, he does it so easily, I don't know how he does it.
Some people are built for that kind of thing. Some aren't.
Yeah. He kind of wilts in his seat as you kind of say that.
Yeah. Well, you just need some practice, that's all. Can I read this? I'm gonna tug his notebook.
I was like, hey, wait, no, that's mine!
And as that's happening, I pour another drink for Steve.
Oh my god. Make let's catch up on those drinks. Can you go ahead and make a con check?
Oh my god.
Caesar's just been accepting all of these.
Yeah, I'm not even.
I think we're at
That's
really
catching up to me.
at least 2, maybe 3.
Caesar feels a
what,
drink
bottles?
pressed in her hand and she immediately downs it.
Oh, that's gonna be the downfall of her. Someone's
Oh,
gonna
no,
give her like
glasses, 'cause
arsenic.
Court's been pouring her glasses, now Kira's pouring her glasses.
Oh.
No. You're drinking
11.
for 3 people.
Oh no. Okay,
It's
yeah.
happening.
You are definitely not keeping up on your drinks. You're definitely feeling it now. You were able to keep your
Well, I
cool,
guess I
but
can
suddenly
work.
you're starting to feel the weight of a bottle and a half of really, really nice wine.
Oh my god, we need to get you that talisman of the drunkard thing where you heal when you get drunk.
Good lord.
Please, it'd be so handy.
You're a monk. Wait, are you a drunken fist?
No, which is the
Should've
best
been.
thing ever.
Oh no, missed opportunity.
Ah, you drink a lot as a monk. You must be drunken fist. No, I'm just an alcoholic.
Sorry to disappoint.
Yeah.
Well, in any
Which
case,
is-
No, it's okay. This is great.
tipsiness aside, it's not too long before Hiromi returns with another Kitsune woman. This one is very much clearly like much older looking woman who is not so much as she's still nicely dressed, but clearly not meant for, you know, this sort of like being like not the same sort of dresses as the companions are, where they have like more showy dresses and more very pretty or very like, you know, very nice showing dresses. Hers is more it's very well covered in not so much like a dress, but more like almost business kind of dress. It's more business wear, if anything. To which then, and her face kind of, while there's very clear attempts at like, you know, her not showing that she's older, there's a distinct kind of mature look to her appearance. And as she walks up, she sees Lugs, and she's like, "Ah, well, if it isn't my my little friend here, Lugs, how have you been?" And she sits down and of course pats Lugs, and Lugs is once again kind of like not as intimidated, but still kind of like timidly, just like, hi, Miss Emmy. She's like, so glad for you to stop by. How have you been? It's like, well, it's you know, it's been quite a difficult week, really. Well, Hartman, you know, he's I haven't really seen from Hartman in a while, and I'm running this case on my own. And of course, Emmy's look kind of sours, and she's like, Hartman's gone missing, eh? Well, that's rough. Is that why you've come here? It's hoping to see if Hartman might have slithered his way back into one of my booths. And with that, Lugs kind of, he of course, you know, he chuckles, but still kind of timid. He's like, well, kind of. I'm also looking into where well, I guess Lady Yuki would be probably the case. I'm looking into this case that's getting her rather involved, actually. We haven't met with Lady Yuki yet. Was hoping maybe you could help us. It's like, certainly. She turns to you guys and she asks, like, are these are they with you then? And
oh yeah, we're the muscle. Oh, well, I mean, they're the muscle. I'm the pretty face.
And Miss Emmy just kind of like laughs and she says, I see. Well, you've got quite the fine group then. I see you're working on your own with this group of friends then. Yeah, they're helping me out. We're gonna be cracking this case without Hartman, since, well, he's gone missing. Maybe hopefully we'll find him at the end of this case. You know, this is the one that he kind of gone missing on. And with that, Emmy says, like, well, if there's anything you need help from, just let me know, and be more than happy to provide. And with that, she kind of looks over and she says, like, and Hartman will pick up the tab as well. And she kind of mentions also to you, I can give you a discount, but, you know.
Oh, that's fine. I would hate to see our new friends here miss out gesturing to our hosts. we can pay our own tab, just maybe not his.
Worry not. Hartman comes and does this all the time, and well, after he's helped me out on some of my own problems in the past, I've given him a special permanent discount for him and, well, Lugs by extension.
So, speaking of Hartman, one of the hosts mentioned that there had been another fella coming around asking about Lady Yuki. Is it possible that that was him? Hartman, I mean.
Well, that might be. And with that, Milo kind of pipes up and says, I don't really remember the guy too much, but you can definitely try. He's, I think he's got a sign in, and Castian can check for that, give you a follow-up place.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, that would be helpful. I mean, it would be good to know. We haven't, in our investigations thus far, we haven't seen any hair of Hartman, but this might be our first lead that we're on the right trail, at least.
And with that, Emmy, of course, then is kind of like gestures to, not to one of the servers, but to Milo, and be like, go have Castian bring the book. And this time Milo is like, and with that, Ellie, she also dismisses Elio as well, and is like, okay, we're gonna talk business, so you know, hosts can leave. Well, if that's Hartman, then wouldn't be too surprised if he came in here under his alias, one of his aliases, if he was here just for work. He said that he's following up on an investigation with Lady Yuki.
Well, I mean, I don't mean to step on your toes, Mr. Lugs, but apparently there's been some missing people, specifically investors in these kind of establishments. I believe that was the case he was going after, but it seems he's gone missing himself.
Well,
And every place we go, it seems Lady Yuki has been there. It's hard to ignore that connection.
well, we did have an investor turn up. What it has to do with Lady Yuki, however, I'm not too sure myself. He wasn't too exciting, from what I've been told. Paid very little and just kept badgering my employees to see me. So naturally, I told him to wait, you know, just to see how much he was made of. After all, gotta keep the business running.
Oh, did you ever speak with him?
I'm afraid not. I suppose he didn't enjoy my little game and left a little early. But,
This is gonna sound really strange, but do you have anyone that can confirm that this investor left through the front door?
well, Castian, if he's not playing host, is usually running the doors. If not, it's either Elio or one of my other boys, but at that night it was either going to be... it was going to be Elio for sure. Or, not, I'm sorry, Castian.
Well, perhaps when he brings the books, we should ask him. I don't mean to alarm you, but the last club we were at, we did find that missing investor, but he was long dead, and yet still walking, if you catch my drift.
Oh my.
Had a fun encounter with him in the back alley. That's for sure. Or at least his corpse.
It was kind of boring, but
I'll take a word for it. Her perception is skewed on such matters.
And with that, Castian does arrive, and he brings it up and he says, let's see. Yep, I do believe Emilio was attending to an interesting fella by the name of let's see. Oh, Hydrate. Alright, let me hydrate real quick.
His name is Hydrate.
I gotta hydrate.
wow, that's a weird name.
That's a really weird alias, to be honest.
Yeah.
They're hydrated. Good for them.
Yeah.
I mean,
What about
fair.
you, Seiza? You want to try some water?
No. Get hydration for the win.
One day.
This puts red food coloring in water and gives it to Seiza.
I mean, you don't even have to put the food coloring in. You just say, yeah, it's vodka.
Wait a minute. This doesn't
Wait a-
smell like vodka.
Suspicious.
It's enough for probably for oh god. I don't know. I don't think anybody has that spell though. Can you
Which
just
one?
make it smell like vodka? I think it's precipitation.
I thought you
wait.
said wish. I was like, what are you wishing for?
I wish for vodka.
Good use.
I bet
good
I
use.
could do it with Druidcraft because you can create a harmless sensory effect. So I bet I could make a glass of water smell like alcohol.
Oh my god.
Well, the effect would be harmless, technically.
Yeah. Actually, it
is,
would be
but like,
beneficial.
here's. Maybe.
Yeah, who was Milo attending to that night?
A man by the name of Desmondo.
Is Mondo.
Ring any bells for anybody?
Yeah, it's a familiar trait of these two.
Lugs? Miss Emmy, is that a familiar alias to you?
Well, yeah, neither of them really know. Lugs mentions he's like, it might be a new one then. I know he tends to come up with one for almost every case, just to make sure that nobody's well, catching on. Helps to keep new names.
So it could still be him.
Oh, and Mr. Castian, now that you're here, thank you very much for your help. The other night, Miss Emmy mentioned an investor. Is it possible? Can you confirm for us that he left out the front?
Ah, yes, I remember that guy. He had a few choice words to say regarding his weight, and of course, here the old Kitsune woman just kind of chuckle as Castian recounts the tale, and he continues saying, well, after he stormed to the podium to complain about being kept in waiting, he said that our establishment was not worth a dime of his investments, and made his way off. He said the only thing that was worth his while was some rather chatty woman who didn't even work here.
Oh, interesting.
Wasn't me.
Oh, the woman, the chatty woman.
Doesn't seem like too much of a stretch to assume that they're the same person.
Interesting. So someone in Lady Yuki's entourage has got the man's interest.
Seemed that would be so.
There's some deal going on.
Interesting. Very interesting. We got some puzzle pieces. I haven't pieced them together yet, but we've got them.
Yeah.
They're there.
We'll put them together eventually.
Eventually. But once we get the rest of the pieces.
As long as Akira doesn't eat them.
Yeah.
True.
Depends on what it is.
Ah, that does remind me though. He, well, I suppose he left in such an angered state that, he left his, coat behind.
Oh dear.
Don't move,
Just
honestly.
Rather reckless indeed. In any case, I happen to collect on it. Does have some personal information if you'd like to look into that.
Yeah, if possible, that would be excellent.
Very well. Allow me to fetch for it then. And of course, Amy thanks Castian, and then promptly returns. And this guy. Some small bits, so it's a guy by the name of Cal Shimon, and he actually lives over in Copper Street. He's a local.
Interesting. Copper Street. Hal Shimon, and he lives on Copper Street. Well, interesting that he claims to be a big deal investor, but he lives in Copper Street.
Well, some of them, some folks tend to keep their money by, well, not spending it, I suppose.
That's fair.
Or I guess spend it where they feel it matters.
Fair enough, I suppose. Well, is there anything else we need to do here?
I don't think so.
Shall I move on? Not that
Got an address.
I'm in a hurry to leave your lovely establishment, but, you know, business has got to get done.
You lot are on the job, and Hartman's still out there. Sadly, I don't think I have anything on the well-to-do fan that you guys were talking about earlier. Seems like he wasn't dumb enough to leave his coat behind.
Well, it's possible that the fan is Hartman himself, and in which case, probably for the best that he didn't leave his coat behind. So that would make things easier. You know, maybe a nice little message in the pocket. I'm at this address right now. Come find me.
What solution is this?
Well, if Hartman does wind up in here, I'll be sure to have him come to the back to the firm for you. She tells Lugs, and he of course kind of gives his nervous laugh and he says, "Thank you, Miss Emmy." And then just finishes up writing his own little notes. I think things are kind of coming together on this. Ooh, there is something else, and Lugs kind of like gestures Miss Emmy to sort of lean in and kind of like whisper something, and which she of course lets him, and she says, "Ooh, well, that's quite a tall request. I don't know if I can do anything about that, but swing by later today and let me see what I can come up for that."
Can I attempt to ease? I want to know what he said.
Oh.
I want to eavesdrop. I want to hear this.
Eavesdrop.
Eavesdrop.
Go ahead and roll.
What should I roll?
Perception.
Alright.
Yeah, this will be a perception roll.
Oh, natural 16. Let's get that guidance up in here. 21 plus 3, 24. I just forgot how to do math.
Dang.
21 plus 3
Happens
is
to the best of us.
24. I think
Yep.
that sounds right.
For the most part, you're able to catch what he says, which is him asking, "Do you think maybe we could possibly get into the Silvered Spire, maybe through a friend of yours?" And so yeah, that's what he was asking. He was asking for like, "Hey, can you get us into the Silvered Spire?"
Yeah.
And what did she say again?
She'll see what she can do.
Okay, interesting. Alright. Cor will not say anything. Try to politely pretend he didn't hear that. Probably he heard it because Lugs is too shy to get close enough to actually whisper properly.
Yeah.
He's trying to whisper, but he doesn't want to get close enough to her to actually whisper in her ear, so it just ends up sort of being pretty obvious to Cor, who's sitting right next to him, what he's saying.
He's a bit socially awkward.
I mean, Cor's a little awkward himself, but maybe not that awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Well, Lugs is he's interesting. But in any case, that'll pretty much conclude it. Right there.
Yeah.
I'll pour one last drink, and I'll drink it myself.
Oh my
Aw.
god, character development.
Yeah.
I'll
Perfect.
give a little toast to Seiza as she finishes off her last drink.
Yeah. Maybe drinking too much. I didn't say anything.
Yeah, well, you've definitely reached that stage of the night where you just say everything you think, which I think is kind of cute, to be honest.
No, that's a lie. I don't say everything I think.
Not everything. Oh, that's disappointing.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I tend to say what I think, and I really think you have to get laid at some point.
Accuse you.
She's looking directly at Core.
Oh.
Well, you know, I'm just waiting for the right person. What can I say?
She looks at Stacey, looks back at you. No.
Well, I'm working on it. I'm not in a rush. I got time.
Stacey's like, what the fuck is going on?
What's going on right now?
No. I don't know when to say this. Probably not now.
Well, in any case, as you guys finish up, Castian, of course, comes and brings the tab, and to which, at the very bottom of a list of various fees that are carried on, which you look and Taylor, and you're just kind of like, oh god, this number's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. At the bottom it says Miss Emmy's special, and it's the actual actual price is scritched out completely, and at the bottom it just says 100 gold.
You
Thank
know,
you.
I kind of franked the whole thing, so I might as well pay.
Oh, you're gonna pay for the whole thing? What about my drink? I better throw in some gold for that.
Oh, you're funny. Little diddly wink of a drink slot.
Hey, this is a respectable beverage. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put 25 in gold in Taylor's hand. Here you go. My part.
You zonked. Gonna put the full 100. I don't.
25 gold tip, there you go.
Sure.
Lovely.
You guys figure out that math. I'm not doing that on my side.
Oh no, I'm not doing math either.
And Akira's not
Take the
paying for a
100.
damn thing because she has no gold.
Well, I guess keep the change.
Can we give you a
then.
allowance? Yeah, gives you 100 gold.
Immediately spends it on leveling up.
Yep, exactly. I was not kidding when I said I'm gonna put all my gold towards leveling up.
Well, with that, Castian,
When-
Elio, and Milo, all three see you guys out and give you a lovely goodbye sending off as they thank you for, they say thank you for coming to our establishment. They give you a nice little wave and, we hope to see you again soon. The whole, farewell. And you guys are back outside.
I mean, maybe.
So who needs a little refresher before we move on?
Refresher on what?
A refresher. How are you feeling? That was a lot of drinks.
Oh well,
I'm okay.
too out of it to do math. I'm relatively fine.
Too out of it to do math.
Yeah.
Wait. How many fingers am I holding up? I'm gonna hold up one finger on each hand and slowly, get them closer and closer to Stasis' face. Slowly closer and closer. How many fingers am I holding up?
Well, one on each hand. What?
I'm gonna boop her on the nose and cast Lesser Restoration.
I only have one tick. Worry about the heal.
Don't worry, I'm gonna get to her too. Hey,
Fine. But
how many fingers am I holding up? I'm gonna hold both hands, all 5 fingers up on both hands.
all your fingers are up.
Slowly approach her. How many fingers am I holding up? That's wrong. You're wrong.
What do you mean? That's wrong.
I'm gonna put my hand on either side of her face and cast Lesser Restoration.
Are you
So
telling
he
me?
has 3
Why are you
hands.
booing me? I'm right.
Why y'all booing me? I'm right.
Oh my god.
I believe that's what we call gaslighting.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I believe Core just gaslighted you.
Damn.
Congratulations. She didn't notice about the spell-bait cast because she didn't know what it being told she was wrong.
She's just like, I'm so angry, I'm not drunk anymore. Damn it.
Anger cured your drunkenness.
Yeah,
I'm just that good.
just like Akira. High five to anger. To angry to get drunk.
Kayla's not usually grumpy. She is now.
Poor Grump.
Grump.
Well, Mr. Lugs, shall we head on and visit this suspicious individual?
Yep. I'll see what I can do looking into Desmondo as well, but we'll see about this investor. Maybe he might know something.
Yeah. And maybe he'll be thankful that he got out with his life, because the other guy was not so lucky.
Yeah, right? Lucky him.
Yeah,
Alright.
I mean, Lady Emmy may have saved his life.
Or she just gave us another corpse.
Ooh, fun.
Ooh.
And when I say fun, I mean not fun.
Also be tasty, depending on who you ask.
Everyone looks at each other.
I mean, when they're undead, it looked like, ugh, rotten.
What? For once, I agree. High five.
High five.
Charming
She's got
moment.
some standards. She likes her meat fresh. She's not a fucking Komodo dragon. She's not gonna eat that shit raw and also rotten. Like,
I was gonna say, but you
Komodo
do eat
dragon
it
would
raw.
eat raw.
You do eat it raw. And Komodo
Raw and
dragons also
rotten.
eat it raw.
yeah,
They
sure.
eat it raw too?
I think so. Probably
Yeah,
they would.
they will eat rotten. Yeah, get 'em for
Mm.
shit.
Actually, a lot of animals will, to be honest.
Yeah,
Crows
they're,
do, actually.
they're scavengers. That's why anybody that's a scavenger will.
Yeah,
Mm.
shout out to crows.
I love crows.
Me too.
Shout out to crows. They are bros.
Have you guys
I
heard
wish I
about
was
the
a
Raven?
crow.
Wait, no. You guys
Caca.
want to convert?
Propaganda again.
Yeah, we'll make our way to Copper Street.
Alright then. Well, you make your way to Copper Street, and this stretch of road is actually in a rather in a kind of tucked away area of the residential part of Copper Street, with a quiet little shack. That's kind of one of dozens, really. And well, despite its diminutive size, it is somewhat nice looking. There's some attempts to at least kind of maintain it and make it look like, well, not a low-tier shack, essentially. With that, Lugs kind of looks about nervously and he says, "All right, this is the place." Well, it's weird. You think someone with investments, I mean, they, like you said, they'd probably live somewhere nicer, right? This is kind of strange.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Miss Emmy wasn't totally wrong. Maybe he's a bit of a penny pincher in his personal life, but I don't know. It does seem a little weird.
I'll say. Well, that's let's head on in, I guess, or see if he's home.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't hurt to
Break
knock.
the door down. I'm kidding.
What?
Yeah, we talked about this. We gotta knock.
I'm kidding.
Yep.
It's time.
You knock on the door. There is no response.
That happens way too often.
Yeah.
This has only happened 2 times.
Yeah,
Well,
this
half
is,
the time.
this is
Too
the this is
much.
the second time it's happened. However, unlike the first time, this time around the door is ajar.
Well, that makes my job easier.
Akira, we told you not to knock that hard.
It's like Lugs actually got enough confidence to just go up and actually knock on the door. And as he knocks, there's no
Oh,
response,
goodness.
but the door kind of, from the force of knocking, just kind of like gives a little bit.
Wow, your strength is much more impressive than I thought.
Well, it's I think the door's been open the whole time actually.
I know, I'm just joshing you.
Oh,
Akira will open the door.
the
Go ahead,
door's open.
heads inside.
It is. What's
It
inside?
is.
It is open.
What's inside?
Hello, Mr. Cal. My name is Lugs. You left your coat back at the Sylvan Tongue, not maybe a little while ago. Are you home? And yeah, you hear nothing.
Right, time to investigate this place, guys.
I'll try not to steal anything.
This house is kind of nicer compared to your own house, actually. Because, well, for
Damn.
one thing, there's space.
Yeah, this place is pretty nice.
Yeah,
Nicer
Southwest.
than our place.
a rather spacious, living room, a sizable kitchen that's 3 times the size of yours. And the rest of the rooms are down well, I wouldn't say a long, but it's down a hallway, which exists, unlike your guys' place, which doesn't have a hallway.
Hey, you know what this place doesn't have, though? Seaside views.
That is true.
Definitely no promises about things not going missing, though.
Mm-hmm. That's the nearest thing.
I think I'm just gonna head into that hallway. Looking for a bedroom.
Roll perception. Or roll investigation, I'm sorry. That'll be for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Investigation.
Just generally
Fine.
looking
Specialty.
around. 4? Did you just say 4? I thought you said 4. I was like, you rolled a 4?
No, I said investigation, my specialty. Apparently it actually is because I got a natural, well, I got an 18.
Got a 9.
A 9.
That means-
That's without guidance.
11.
11.
13 for Taylor.
Okay.
We rolled the same.
Well,
Hey.
we'll do Core's investigation first. The other two you don't find really anything of note. Core, you're kind of looking around the room and kind of poking about. The one thing that's kind of noteworthy to you is actually something a little bit scary, but it looks like there was a bit of a struggle here in the kitchen.
Oh.
Like there's kind of like things strewn about. It's like a mess on the floor, but don't really see too much, but you see like a little bit of blood, just kind of like in the kitchen. Almost not even noticeable. But when you start to see it, you kind of take note of it as it's kind of like following along and from the kitchen out to the hallway.
Yeah, I'll keep following it as far as I can.
Yep. It does blend in a bit with the floor, as it's the floor is almost kind of like a particular reddish brown, but you're still kind of able to kind of like, okay, there it goes. And following along, it leads up to where Taylor's at, which is what would be presumably the bedroom.
That's not good.
Careful there. I'll lean over and whisper to Taylor. Careful, there's blood.
So, nothing good then. Is the bedroom door ajar? Is it fully open? Is it closed?
It is closed.
You know what? Just in case, I am gonna have my sword out.
I wanna go in just in case, but I do not know what's going on.
Oh, look, if there's something in there, you'll know real quickly.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my basket. It's just a basket, guys.
Just a basket,
Just
guys.
the basket.
I'll stop pushing the door open.
You
Actually,
open the
that's
door?
dumb. Hang on. I'm gonna. I'm just gonna try and listen first, actually. Just,
that'll
probably
be
almost
perception.
certainly unnecessary, but I'm just being safe.
We're gonna lean in, like he's also trying to listen, but he's gonna cast guidance.
12?
Maybe a course for the
You
whisper.
hear nothing.
Yeah. And, not a whole lot of great rolls now. Okay, I push open the door.
In the door,
Room
what you
service.
see is, well, it's a relatively empty room with a rather messy bed, but that's not the only thing on the bed you see. You also see the sheets stained with blood, like a lot of blood.
Is there a body?
No body.
Did they get eaten?
Akira looks. Nope.
It wasn't me.
Cat
She
stomach,
would
no.
know. She's the expert.
Nope. Lots of blood. No body though.
Okay.
Can I make a let's see, maybe medicine check? This, I mean, I'm assuming Core's gut is right, but this looks like way too much blood to survive, right? Can I, do a check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Medicine check. 19.
Yeah, this is definitely a lethal amount of bleeding. Whoever was bleeding here is like this is if this was like one person, like one person's blood, they would have been they would have been dead.
Well, assuming that this was just one person, they're long gone. But obviously their body isn't here. I'll look under the bed.
The thing under the bed looks back.
I wave and then look away. No.
I'm gonna ignore that's down there.
Nah, there's nothing
Just
under
Akira.
the bed.
It's fine.
Oh, it checks out.
Just called from the first floor.
Well, I guess we'll go back out the hallway and see if there's another... Is there a window in this room?
There is a window. It is open, actually.
Oh.
Is there any blood on the floor?
There is some blood. So like the way it's positioned, it's like on the top of the bed, but also it's like on the side of the sheets and kind of drapes down to the floor.
Are there tracks at all, or kind of maybe not necessarily tracks, but like?
Make a perception.
Guidance.
Guidance.
I'm a guidance machine.
17.
17? So,
yep.
I wouldn't call them, like, prints, but you see something that looks almost like it almost looks like part of a footprint, like, almost like toe prints. And it's, like, somewhat consistent with, like, almost like it's someone's footstep. And it leads from the bed, like they're, like, walking away from the bed, from the freaking mess of blood. And it's traveling up, or traveling, to the other end of the room, and then it starts to lead towards the wall. Like, it's, like, against the wall.
What is against the wall?
Blood prints.
Oh.
Huh. Can we look at the wall?
Yeah, definitely going to that wall.
Make a perception check.
Yeah. I wanna look at the wall.
Put my eyes all over.
I sniffed the wall, and I'm kidding.
Sniff. I mean, that's someone's footprint if you want to get a whiff of that, I guess.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? You don't even approach the wall as as your eyes sort of follow along this bizarre trail, and eventually your eyes kind of look up, and into the rafter you see a pair of bright eyes just glaring at you.
Oh no!
And yeah, that's gonna be a roll for initiative.
Oh,
alright, guys, I got this.
I don't wanna.
Roll for initiative. Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. We are getting to that hour. Did we want to do the fight now, or do we want to hold off until next week?
I mean, is it just the one guy, or is it multiple guys?
We don't know yet, but we assume it's one. At least.
I can't actually give you that information.
Fair. I mean, I'm good, but I don't know about the rest of y'all. Do you have work?
Work. Yeah.
Work. So do we want to cap on this then?
I think capping
That's
would be
alright.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, people rolled initiative, so I'll roll initiative. Oh,
Yeah.
I need to inform you that it's not a natural 20. It's just a 13.
Okay.
No natural 20.
I can write it down after I kill this S rank real quick that I am definitely not killing right now.
Oh, 20.
That's totally fine.
I'll put you at a 21 because your speed is higher than mine.
Oh, cool.
And then let me actually roll this thing's initiative as well.
Pigs, plural. No.
21.
Could also be things as in like apostrophe.
Oh, things,
No.
apostrophe.
It stays
Yeah.
at 21,
That's
right?
true.
Stays at 21.
Yeah, but I'm gonna.
Akira 20, right?
Yep.
That also doesn't prevent him from rolling initiative later.
4, 13. Kayla, 7. Right?
Wait, who's the lowest roll?
Kayla.
At
I'm
7.
Kayla at 7. Wow. This thing goes before Taylor.
Well, or...
That's it. I was
Man,
like,
I'd hope so.
oh, I'm sure the whole party gets to
Man,
go
I
before
hope
this
so.
thing. No,
Oh,
it's
no.
it's second to last. It rolled an 8.
Okay. So it is.
I rolled painfully low.
Don't worry, I played Brunhilde. I'm used to this.
But yeah, I will open up with this, that the creature from up high looks to be some kind of man, or at the very least resembles something. However, it's ghastly looking eyes, and its its bared fangs seem to imply something else, as it
Yeah, that sounds about right.
growls at you.
Oh. Brush your teeth, damn. Okay.
But yeah, we'll cap it off here for now. And next session, you guys will be fighting this thing.
Yay!
Yeah. We did it.
Ready.
Yep. And for now, I will simply finish up there and send the channel off to go raid.
Raid. Shadow Legends.
No.
I had a feeling this was gonna be the long session, or the longest session so far.
We only did 3 hours though.
Well, this was 2.5, but like I mean like longest as in like in sequences.
Ah, got it.
Yeah, because technically this is our 3rd week working on this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is
it.
fine.
I thought you meant like for Broznov. Like we've gone longer. Come on, boss.
Oh no, Realm we've done stupidly long.
This is pretty good.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
This is 2.5, 3 hours is a good pace, and yeah.
All
but like,
because Bibble and I have a normal sleep schedule.
I mean,
oh no,
like
trust
that.
me, it's fine. It's nice to have natural stopping point.
We just keep going.
We
amount of the amount of times we've ended session and I'm looking out my window like, the sky, the sun, I can see it.
Daylight.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So honestly, having this paced at like 2.5 to 3 hours is totally fine with me.
Being normal
That's
people
good.
in here makes it better for all of us.
I mean, I say that, but I'm just gonna go do something else until like 3.
No!
rated.
Go to
No.
bed!
Stop! Don't even try to play Orbone right now, Debo.
No! Go
It's
to
my
bed!
phone.
Or
We have
bone.
Mash Effect tomorrow.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
What about bone?
No, Orbone.
The only thing you're allowed to stay up for is MSQ. If you do MSQ, you can stay up. Other
No.
than that, you have to go to bed.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and toss the channel over. So,
Alright.
have a good one and take care, chat. See ya.
Hey.
Bye.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, Dibble, if you're not done by Friday, I'm gonna spoil the story for you.
No.
I smell food.
Luckily,